Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and the company on our focus today is Titan. Why? Because there is a special occasion. Titan has launched the 11th edition or the flagship store of their luxury jewelry space, that's Zoya. And to talk more about it, I have a very special person joining right in on the show with me. Mr. C K Venkataraman, the MD of Titan Company, is now with us. Warm welcome and many congratulations to you, sir, for the opening of the 11th flagship store of Zoya from the House of Tatas, the exquisite diamond boutique that you have, the fine brand of jewelry and luxury jewelry at that. So congratulations. You've also entered the Chennai market with that. So how does it feel?
It feels really wonderful, Sakshi. Thank you for having me on the show. It's been a big dream for us at Titan and in Tata Group to bring something as exquisite as Zoya to the discerning audiences of India and I'm sure outside India as well. And it gives us a lot of pride to bring it to Chennai. And we are also a Tamil Nadu government joint venture company, so it's especially delightful to be here for us. Yes.
Right. So 11th flagship store of Zoya in its 15th year. What are the plans going forward? How many stores are going to be in the pipeline now?
A brand like Zoya operating in a space of luxury needs to be selective in its distribution and not go into too many places as well. And it's actually in the last 4 or 5 years that we have stepped on the gas in terms of the expansion of distribution. So it will be limited in number, maybe 2-3 stores a year kind of number, which will take us into the right places in each of the right cities as well. Because for luxury, people do travel. In fact, people travel outside the country as well, but certainly within the country. So, for example, from Chennai, we can cater to the discerning audiences in various parts of Tamil Nadu without having to store elsewhere in Tamil Nadu for the moment, at least. So we will be doing about 2-3 stores a year going forward.
All right. Mr. Venkataraman, how are you really looking at the overall luxury segment growth within India? Is the demand for luxury jewelry and watches in India growing? And, if you could give us some sense as to how are the trends really shaping up?
Yeah, overall, given the trajectory of the Indian economy and particularly the top segment, the elites, and even the profile of the wealthy in India, more and more people who are younger, who are globally traveled, who are in new age businesses and professions, running their own companies or senior folks in corporations, all of them are actually starting to realize the importance of collecting things around them which make meaningful sense to them, which are objects of art, exquisitely created, overall experiences, and their desire to spend big sums in acquiring those experiences is actually dramatically increasing, exploding even. And I think all the great work that has been done in Zoya in the last 15 years, I think is sort of ready to be capitalized. And, the overall luxury market is very large. We're still small. In this particular space, we're unique. There is nobody like Zoya in this country. And if you happen to visit, if you've already visited a store, you understand what I'm saying. But if you haven't, please do that and you'll understand what I'm saying. This store can be in the best of luxury locations in the world. And people would see that it belongs right up there with the best of most marquee brands in this category. And because of this increasing desire to acquire overall experiences and meaningful experiences in the space of luxury, Zoya is extremely well placed. And when we meet the kind of customers who Zoya is serving across the country, they are the most demanding, discriminating people that we know, and they buy the best brands in the world in every category. And Zoya standing up to their discrimination is proof that India has created a truly luxury brand in of world standing. So
All
we are very, very
right.
know about it, and the timing, is just right. In the next decade, it's going to really explode, and Zoya is well poised to capitalize on.
That's wonderful. And I'm sure I will also take that opportunity as you've extended that invitation to go ahead and visit myself to see how, luxury at its best is when it comes to the jewelry space. But like we all know, the Titan and Zoya have a name in their own and they are a class apart. Explain to our audiences, you say, how is a Zoya different from a Tanishq and a Carrot Lane? You have so many products now developing, each in their own categories. So for an audience out there who are listening to you, who fits, to go to which brand and probably select the best of the items from there. How do you really differentiate between all of these three, four brands?
Certainly, certainly. So Zoya is sitting right at the top of the portfolio of Titan Company jewelry brands, and it's been curated for the most discerning global citizen. And right now, it is the global citizen in India, but we're also starting to sell in North America to the diaspora at the moment. But I'm sure we'll get into the other segments in North America as well. But
Okay.
the most important thing is the discerning global citizen of who looks for the best things in life in whatever she is buying. So that's one starting point. And to this end, we have spared nothing in terms of everything that goes into the detail of this holistic experience, starting from a very modern design language, exceptional detailing in the piece, which brings alive that
Sure.
inspiration in a holistic manner, the most exacting standards when it comes to the materials used, from diamonds to gemstones to the actual finishing of the product. Every piece takes quite a long time to actually finish, but when you see the result of the piece, you know why it has taken 9 months or 12 months, while some other, even within Titan Company, the speed at which we create other products is much
Right.
faster. The time taken is shorter. So, therefore, there is a certain global styling to Zoya to start with, and the use of exceptional standards in the materials that go in, the non-compromising aspect to the quality of the finish. So when you hold it in your hand, you know the difference, including other pieces of Titan Company
It's all about
jewelry.
the craftsmanship. Yeah. Mhm.
That's from a product point of view. Equally, the woman is at the center of Zoya's thinking. She is the muse for Zoya, the brand. All her aspirations, her dilemmas, her reflections are the source of the creativity for the Zoya thinking in terms of the product. The Zoya store is actually an art gallery, and we call Zoya today, we define it as wearable art. And when you
Right.
see
Right.
when you see the store, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Sure.
And it is also warm luxury. It's very inviting. Typically luxury stores are a little intimidating, with people standing at the door, sort of sizing you up in some sense, and people wonder whether I should go in or not. Whereas Zoya is not a store like that. People are welcome. Anybody is welcome into a Zoya store, and the manner in which every guest is treated, even before entry and certainly after entry, is that whole warm luxury aspect of it.
Right.
So, from all these aspects, it's very different from other brands of Titan Company.
Right. So how is it growing? If you could give us some numbers right there. How big a brand has Zoya already become in terms of meaningful contribution to the overall Tanishq revenue basket, Titan's revenue basket as well? And if you could help us understand what is the growth rate with which you expect Zoya to grow now?
So I would certainly expect Zoya to grow at double or more than double the growth rate of Tanishq over the next decade, because of the unique position it has, because of the explosive opportunity sitting in the luxury jewelry space in India. So certainly looking out, uh, Zoya should grow at double the rate of
Right.
Tanishq. Certainly, currently Zoya is small. It's of the order of 300 odd crores in revenue, while Tanishq is, many, many, many times that. So there's no point in really comparing because the stage of life for Zoya is just 15 years old. Tanishq is, 28 years old now in a very, very established industry, which is thousands of years old. But the ratcheted level at which Zoya will grow in the next decade will be something else. The prestige quotient that Zoya brings to Titan Company is far, far greater, and to Tata Group is far, far greater than the share of business that it brings in, which is the nature of luxury in any category.
And what are the margins that you enjoy at Zoya right now versus the other key brands and verticals? And what is the difference there?
I wouldn't want to actually share, but I would certainly tell you that intrinsically, luxury businesses are more profitable than mainstream, premium categories. So that advantage Zoya also has, and therefore, over time, as the contribution of Zoya to Titan Company's business increases, I'm sure there'll be a kicker coming in. But I wouldn't like to get specific because we don't share this in public in any case.
Sure. Any product categories that you have in mind where you would want to expand Zoya in going forward from here? Is lab grown diamonds on your top of your mind? Because that's still not touched upon within Titan, or if at all, you can probably enlighten us.
Nothing to share on the lab-grown side from companies' actions, but from an opportunity point of view, certainly, we are pushing the men's opportunity a lot, and we do believe that because men have, unlike women, have certainly more things to adorn themselves than men do, and jewelry is one where we can push the opportunity. And there is a lot of that possibility because men do wear very exquisite watches and a fantastic band or a pendant or studs, So it's
Sure.
starting early stages. So that's one.
Sure.
Objet d'art is another large opportunity. Typically, luxury brands all over the world have moved into objet d'art, and certainly we are considering that as well.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I want to understand a bit of the outlook going forward. We're in the second half of the fiscal year, and this is the brighter time for all of you jewelry watches makers, because that's when the festive season kicks in, the wedding season kicks in, and therefore there is a lot more demand. Now, gold is near at an all-time high, plus there has been a government intervention with the customs duty slash as well. Now, your Zoya is more focused on diamonds as well. Could you give us a sense of what kind of demand will there be? How is the demand right now? Was it slowing down when the gold prices hit an all-time high? Is it now picking up with the customs duty down? If you could explain to us the entire scenario.
It's a multi-dimensional question what you're asking, because
Yeah.
some of the things that you said don't really apply to Zoya because Zoya is operating in a sort of rarefied space of customer segments who are removed from some of these gold price and related challenges. So Zoya keeps looking at its intrinsic opportunity, and I'm sure the growth rate for Zoya will continue to come.
And for
As far
overall
as
Titan,
yeah, as far as the main brands, the mainstream brands of Titan Company jewelry are concerned, the complication with the customs duty drop is that because of other environmental reasons, the dollar price of gold has really surged in the last 1 month, ever since the customs duty was actually dropped. And I suspect, it's not top of mind for me, but I suspect that the dollar price rise is sort of made up, at least substantially, for the customs duty drop in the interim. But the customs duty drop is a welcome change from an overall structural point of view, and I'm sure the formal players in the industry will benefit. Our sense, and the jewelry show ended just a few days back in Mumbai, last 1 week back, and the overall mood of the jewelry industry is very, very strong and positive, and so is the mood in Titan Company, and of course the confidence of Titan Company, because the overall market share opportunity gain for Titan is still very large, and we expect a very good season, festival season, going forward.
Okay, wonderful. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Mr. Venkataraman, for being with us. Congratulations yet again on that flagship launch, and I will be definitely paying a visit right there. Thank you so much, and hope to catch you soon on Business Today Television.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. With that, viewers, we'll wrap up this very special conversation with the MD of Titan Company. He's definitely hopeful that the upcoming festive season is going to hold promise in terms of both demand and sales going forward. So he's hoping for a good season going forward from here. So those are some of the key points that we picked up. Do stay tuned on to Business Today. There's a lot more exciting lineup for you throughout the course of the day.